Shannon, do you think the Ravens should just go ahead and open the checkbook, pay him now?
They should have just went in and bit the bullet to begin with. It cost them Joe Flacco, without guaranteeing him $2 million, he goes and wins the Super Bowl, and it ends up costing him an extra $40 million. Yesterday's price is not today's price, Ravens. What you thought you were going to have to pay him, you're going to have to pay him more. The Ravens ain't believing Lamar Jackson. God did. And you see these numbers that he's putting up? If he steps off the field healthy after week 17, week 18, Skip, what they thought, the 274 with the 180 guaranteed, they're going to have to fully guarantee $300 million. Because he would have done it. It's almost like we kind of believe in you, but not all the way. You look at what he's doing, give him credit. The man went in the lab, and he's gotten better throwing the football. It's Skip, and they're making plays. It's almost like Mark Andrews and Devin Duvernay and these guys and Bateman and these guys are making plays for him like, man, y'all don't believe in this man. Every ball that's in their vicinity, they jumping out the stadium. Mark Andrews has always been Mr. Reliable. He's slowly right there right now. I'm not so sure that he's not the best tight end, giving Kelsey the run for his.
He's a pure pass catcher.
He can do it all.
He just can't move like
No. He's not as shifty as Kelsey, but he's been unbelievable. These guys are making plays. I don't really know, like I said, Skip, he went to the lab. He's throwing the ball so much better. He's making the plays that he needs to make, and he's leading this team. And his best running back, D.K. Dobbins, they're not running the ball as a team from the running back position. He's still Lamar Jackson. He's still got legs. And last week, a 75-yard run, 75-yard touchdown pass. Again, another 100 yards, another 3 touchdowns. Skip, the man is throwing for 4 touchdowns. He's giving you another rushing. I don't really know what else, but at him, he's probably like, okay, yeah, I do the deal, but it's going to be $300 million, fully guaranteed. Y'all got that for me? If y'all don't got that, while we talk, first of all, he's made it abundantly clear he didn't want to discuss it. The only way he's going to re-discuss it, Skip, is that you says, okay, I need what you was offering plus another $25 million more for making me go out here and do this. Because what I've been able to do, an MVP, I've taken to the playoffs twice, I've been nothing but exemplary for you. And you're making me put myself in harm's way to get what I rightfully deserve, and I see everybody else getting their money without even, ain't nobody gotten second guessed, nobody's gotten doubted, they just turned the money over. So whatever they were offering him is going to cost them more.
Okay. So you played for the Baltimore Ravens. You understand the sort of mechanism of the organization. You know how they think, how they operate, how it all works, the strategy of the organization.
Yeah.
What I believe happened later last night was that Steve Bisciotti, the owner, I don't know who's the GM
Eric
now.
DaCosta.
And Ozzy's still in the mix somehow, right?
Yeah, he's still got office. He just don't have to show up.
Okay, all right. But his input is still
absolutely
treasured.
Yeah.
Okay. They may have even had a conference call with John Harbaugh talking about this young man who is all-time extraordinary. He is now, to me, leading the MVP race. I know it's early, but he's 10 touchdown passes to 2 interceptions.
Leading the league.
And what he's doing with the rush,
9 yards of rush.
It's ridiculous. It's preposterous. It can't happen, but it did happen. And John Harbaugh said after the game, he does it his own way, but it really works. Well, okay. That's sort of the Ravens' view of him. He's doing it his own way. It's not really our way because it's really not the NFL way to do this.
Right.
And for the longest, you were like, I just don't know if he can take you places throwing the ball. But now you're saying he's getting better.
Skip, you see the improvement. Game in and game out. Series in and series out.
I believe they sat back last night and said, number one, the very way that he destroyed Belichick yesterday is what they doubt. Because if you can run for 107 yards, it's impossible for a quarterback to do it in back-to-back games like this. But he's the best breakaway runner in the game. It's not even close. So they're saying the mere fact, I'm just showing you their side of it, and I'm not disagreeing with you at all because I'm the biggest fan of this young man. But they're saying if you're going to keep running for 107, the odds are you're going to get banged up at some point because last year he did get banged up down the stretch, and once he gets banged up, they're done, right?
Yes.
Okay, and they were done last year.
Yep.
Okay, so that's number one. And then number two, what do you think Steve Bisciotti's thinking about this new improved Lamar? Well, Steve Bisciotti's thinking he's on a mission, right? He's on an MVP mission to stick it down my throat to show Bisciotti, watch this.
Yep.
Watch what I do. Well, you don't think they like the motivation right now? So they may be saying, yeah, the meter's running. The clock is ticking on us because it's just going up, up, up. Well, maybe we could get a Super Bowl out of this, right?
Yes.
So maybe we should keep him on his mission, which would be their reason not to pay him. Because I think they know deep down they're just going to have to pay him at some point. Again, what I would do, if I ran the Ravens right now, even if I'd held out to this point, I would finally just say, you know what, I can't keep doing this to the psyche of this young man. I'm just going to bite the bullet right now, and I'm going to pay him Deshaun money because he's really earned it.
That's true. That was yesterday.
Okay, well, I'm saying, okay, beyond Deshaun money. But I'm going to pay him that because he's earned it, and you have to hope that he will earn it by continuing to stay out of harm's way.
Skip, we know Coach Belichick. What does Coach Belichick do? The opposing team, he takes away your best option. Mm-hmm. This man made Coach Belichick look fool. Like Coach Belichick was like I was the defensive coordinator trying to defend him.
Yep.
He ran, he threw, he did whatever he wanted to do when he wanted to do it.
Belichick almost telegraphed this last week because he was raving about Lamar the way I've never heard him rave about anybody. So I think Belichick was kind of saying no mas last week. Like, we can't stop this.
Right.
We don't have the firepower to contain this man.
I mean, Skip, a guy throws for 4 touchdowns, rushes for 100. I mean, there's a reason why we've never seen a quarterback have 3 passing touchdowns and rush for 100 yards in back-to-back game. Hell, it's lucky you've only had a handful to ever do that regardless, let alone back-to-back games.
Let alone.
You looking at Michael Vick maybe, or Randall Cunningham, maybe a Kyler Murray. If we talking about the 102, 103-year history of the NFL, for him to do it in back-to-back weeks, he's been sensational. He's answering, Lamar, we need to see you with a little bit more consistency. We need to see you throw the ball with more consistency and more accuracy. He said, okay, watch this.
Okay. Now they're saying we need to see you stay upright for a whole year. And he's saying, okay, but we're only 3 games in. Well, you can't prove that, right? No. You have to show over 17, 18, 19, 20 games.
But I like what I saw, Skip. I saw yesterday. You see him get that. You see him get that. You're like, y'all ain't getting no hits on me.
Nope.
Not gonna happen.
I thought he was pretty clean yesterday.
I thought so too.
Yep.
I thought so too. 11 rushes, 107 yards. Last week, I don't think he only had like 9 or 10, he only had like 8 or 9 to 10 rushes, Skip, over 100 yards again. He's doing his damage. He's getting down. He's getting out of bounds. Don't take those shots, Lamar. You don't have to, once you get that first down, you good, head out of bounds. Throw that blink on, get on up out of bounds.
Every 5th carry, he goes 75 for a touchdown, and nobody touches him.
And it's, Skip, it's so, if you look at him, Kyler Murray looks like he's moving. He's like he's just gliding. He's like it's so effortless. And then all of a sudden, you're like, hold on, dude, you got an angle on him. How you let him outrun you with the angle? And he's just pulling away from people. And then he get down. Because it saw like 2 dudes coming. Lamar sat down. Lamar sat down like, I'm going to take a seat right here.
We had Michael Vick on the show last year. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that Michael was doing sort of false humility when he just flat out proclaimed he's just faster than I am.
I don't think in a foot race Lamar could beat Michael in a row. Michael ran, Skip, people don't realize Michael ran 4.33 at the combine. No quarterback, RG3 was a world-class sprinter. He
was more of a hurdler. Go ahead.
But he couldn't approach that time.
No.
Michael ran so fast, it's just like he got out of control because his body couldn't keep up with his legs. So after a while, he started stumbling. But Lamar is just like, he's a glider. He doesn't look like he's running, but he's just gaining Michael Vick is like a Kyler, legs just moving a million miles an hour. Lamar's just striding.
Well, I don't know, boy. He
looks effortless.
He looks 4.3 to me. Maybe it's with a football.
Yeah, man. But see, the thing is, he had this foot. Michael never put the ball over there. He always had in that left hand.
Yep.
But, man, Lamar, the 2 MVPs right now, and it's not close, is Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Those are the 2 guys that's battling it out. We're going to talk about the Eagles here in a second. That's the best team in the NFC, Skip. I watched it up.
I tried to warn you about Jalen Hurts.
Man.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.